Morning, folks. It's 5:07 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. It is July 30th, 2023. We're Sunday. We're John Suezman, California. Guys, I got a problem. Last night before I went to bed, one of the Houston links that I've got on YouTube, and I've been trying to desperately verify this information. Somebody's got to verify this one. I'm up this morning. I haven't seen this one pop up on the radar just yet, and this scares me. There was a story going out by one of the Fox News out there, I think Fox Houston, about, and this is going to be something that's driving me crazy at this point over here because it's going to be fueling the maggots out there a great deal. There had been reports that Joseph Biden had talked to a judge and said that there had been money transaction between him and the Chinese government. They got clips being played on a few uh, outside entities, and Fox News is running with it on their local station, but I haven't quite picked up on it regarding everybody else. And I usually don't go to Fox News on this one. I mean, the big guys. Now, the thing I know that they're running a news story on is Alabama is still telling the Supreme Court of the United States they're not going to do any more redistricting. In fact, it may be a lot worse. And they just gave the bird to the Supreme Court and said, you know, they basically gave them the bird on that one. They're running with that story this morning. But what I don't have is that news story. You can try Googling this one and you'll see a few others. They picked up nearly the same wording, except worded a little bit differently or cut and paste a little bit differently, but it's still out there. And they're using the same video from Houston. Where Houston got this information from, I don't know, because no one else is verifying it. I don't know if this is legitimate or not. But if one of the news stations out there is picking up on it, the other guys are jumping. Some of the other independents are jumping up on it, but the nationals, they're not. I'm just looking for some of the stuff that's being said. And so far, the main title over in the first 10 minutes has not been Hunter Biden. CNN's talking about the weather, how hot it's still going to be, and roasting our asses off. Concerning about what the governments are doing right now. And they're also still talking about, MSNBC is still talking about Trump and his issues, and him going to a rally last night and doing his bad mouthing routine as usual. He comes across as a damn gangster. That's the thing for me regarding Donald Trump, because he never comes across as a politician. It's more like a whiner baby. He is trying to court as much sympathy as he can from all of his supporters, so he can go out and act like, but they're all after me. I'm gonna just go after it when I get in this position over here, and I'm going after it, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. But they're all after me. They're all after me. We got other things happening, and we have to focus on Donald Schmuck. All freaking weekend we're talking about Donald Schmuck. All this time I kept hearing the crap coming from Congress. But Hunter Biden's laptop and the Chinese government. And I kept hearing about this one. I mean, it's one thing to hear about Israeli holding massive protests over judicial reform law, the title of CNN's next developing story. The people are still bellyaching and still going after Netanyahu and griping and grumbling at him and the rest of the government for caving in. And if there are going to be any elections, well, they're going to be out, whoever did this stuff. So, yeah, the people are still going to be holding Israel hostage. We've also got an American nurse who worked and lived out in Haiti along with her child, reported by the press. They got kidnapped by the Haitians. Already, the State Department had already issued out all U.S. citizens get the hell out. Someone was a refugee worker, uh, a missionary worker actually, not a refugee. Let me do that correction there. But I hate putting up conspiracy crap, and I don't know if this is legitimate or not. I still can't verify the living crap out of the damn thing. But with that Biden story in the Chinese government, they're going to be gunning for the president of the United States. They're going to be putting him on notice again, scare the living crap out of him just for political points. But the hell of a thing to wake up to early in the morning, I'll tell you. I kept thinking about the world's going to be going downhill left and right, and I'm seeing all these things happening. There's you know, more crap still happening in Ukraine at this point. Haven't heard anything concerning about the Chinese government laughing their asses off, or North Korea saying, "I still got a missile ready to blow things up," ha 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 ha, and messing around with the Pacific waters. No, it's just probably the regular thing at this point over here. Not to mention democracy dying in Israel. Yeah. Okay, how about this one? Ukraine is really getting pissed off enough where they are launching on Moscow itself. I hate to say this, but Putin asked for it. Putin asked for it. If it wasn't so damn screwed up in the frickin' head about his empire, instead of focusing on what the country needs, he's throwing out people out of the prisons with limited arms training and trying to fight the war in Ukraine. I mean, hell, if he can't get enough soldiers or conscripted out of the public, he'll throw out the prisoners. How much of his military did he already wasted already in this Ukraine war? I mean, if it's not one damn thing, it's got to be another. I swear.